Guys, in today's video I want to show you a few more tips on hand-painted textures, on how to actually improve them if you already have experience. And we'll also talk about final PBR textures that we need to make after hand paint. Anyways, let's start with art. In this case, I won't talk about basic fundamentals, you can watch our other videos. I will go straight to this texture. First thing that I noticed that we have these patterns, and it's a great tip if you want to make your result organic. For example, you have rocks and lava or rocks with grass, and you can pick, for example, this color, and you can even paint highlights with some red or green or whatever color that you have on other material. And it makes sense because this material will reflect the light into other, even though for final PBR result I don't suggest to add too much of the light. For example, you don't need to fake the glow too much, because it won't look very nice with a messy map. But also it really depends on the project. Anyways, our goal is to learn fundamentals that you can apply on any kind of game or project, freelance and so on. So in this case the texture is actually pretty nice. It was made by our student Italia. One thing that we can make is to make this pattern sharper and don't lay them literally on the surface like this, because every bright color of course will be light information and it doesn't look like a lava. So if it will be lava, of course we will need to paint a bit more with the volume. In this case it seems like a reflected light. First of all, I would like to connect it to the edges, because light will first accumulate on edges and then spread over the surface. I will just pick neighbor color, I will make my brush smaller and I will just press harder. And I turn this pattern to some big shape and smaller one. And yeah, this is what we can achieve. And in this case as well, this pattern is not really connected to the edges that we have, at least here, and it's not that sharp. So we either have very soft gradient, for example you pick soft brush and you increase size and you have it very soft, like this. Or you have it sharp, maybe it will be like barely visible, but still it should be sharp. Like even details like this, you can see this one's pretty nice, pretty sharp, even though it's small and yeah, barely visible. And also interesting thing about these videos that most of the people, they won't see the difference, because in this case the artists already have experience. This one is too soft. For example, even this contrast between this dark color and this bright color is too much. It's not critical, but as well, for top games, top of the top, maybe it's too much. So let's just blend it a bit. And maybe let's turn some of these patterns to a bit harder shapes. This highlight will be also connected to the surface. And as well, this is a small difference that will make it sharper. And this is another example. This is how we can achieve deep detalization. Sometimes it's not necessary for games, but for portfolio, yeah, will be nice. Sometimes you can add some bevel, you can blend this and this color to add bevel on the rock. We have like two different materials, this one, and to blend it even more, we can sometimes push the lava into some cracks. Just like you have here, this is very interesting touch, and I thought about adding some lava inside here into these deep details. Every time I see some volumetric patterns like this, I want to add some lava inside. Or any kind of material, doesn't matter what material you have. Actually I have it on the other layer because I was giving feedback before. And this is how it looked. You can see it looked very soft. And then let's talk about important topic, which will be lava here, and organic materials in general. To be honest, doesn't matter if it's a lava, other liquid, or even cloth. Principle will be the same of painting it. And I think I showed it in the previous video, when you need to make selection. And here in this case you can make it even more volumetric if you use just regular selection and soft brush. So place some light, place some shadow on top. It's just a technique that you need to master, and then I want to bring values together. So in my opinion, maybe this color is a bit too much. I would like to make it darker. Anyways, we'll have emission, and then we have a bit too much of the contrast between light and shadow on the lava. So I will literally pick this color, yellow color, and I will go over a bit to bring these values a bit more. I like that here we have like almost pure red. I like this gradient, but here exactly where we have this yellow part, we definitely need to blend light and shadow, and this will be the difference. Select it, you can add some shadow below it. So this is kind of the result that we need to achieve. To blend it even more, you can just use eraser in some parts. Then I noticed like we have too much of the hand paint, but we can bring our values together simply by selecting this side. We can pick literally yellow color, not very saturated like this, kind of in the middle, and press just slightly with a big soft brush in the corners. I also showed this in the previous video. This will kind of bring our values together. This is basically the difference. And of course you can make it even here on shadows, but in this case it will be just a bit darker, obviously, because it's in the shadow. And one thing in the end, of course, we need to add additional layer. You can make it in 3D coat, in Substance, and in most cases, guys, you need to add brighter gradient on the top. It should be bright and warm. It can push your work even more. And this will be our difference before and after. Keep in mind, guys, that besides all of the technologies, art is what matters here, especially if you want to work on bigger projects. Industries doesn't look for someone who can just press buttons. You always need to deliver nice game ready result. And guys, if you want to actually learn the full process from scratch with feedbacks or without, I highly recommend our school. Now let's talk about PBR result, which was incredible when I first saw it, and nowadays I suggest to present most of your works in PBR, not only in hand paint. And also any kind of particles or visual effects will also be nice. And for all students who are watching this video, we actually have a huge course update recently where we show how to create PBR textures for every model that we have. And I think next video will be about PBR as well, because it's a very important topic. And I hope this one was helpful. Thank you guys for watching and see you soon.